Okay, so this is the first GitHub assignment, and I'm in the Blackboard for data structures, and I've clicked on the assessment link here. And the third one in the list, the third assignment in the list, is create a Git repository. And the main thing you're going to have to do is go to that URL. Okay, and because I've already accepted this and deleted the repository, it's giving me an error, so I'm going to re-accept the assignment, and it's going to come back and it's going to say I'm setting up the repository. What you've got to do is you've got to refresh the page every so often, and eventually it'll give you the repository. The repository will be called setting up git dash your GitHub ID. Okay, and this is what it should look like. It should be have not a lot in here, and I should be able to run something in it called work in REPL.it. If I click that, then it starts up this example session where I have my files over here. I have the console that tells me what it's doing, and it's currently making a copy of the repository that I had in GitHub. Okay, now I've found that sometimes this detecting language icon keeps staying there, so sometimes I have to refresh the page to get rid of it, and the next time it starts up it's working. Okay, and so that's the first thing. And the next thing is a new file called assignment.java, right? And to do that I go over here and I say add file, and I'm going to call it assignment.java, and there it is. And then what you should be able to do is add some Java code to output the string hello world, and then you should be able to run the code by clicking the run button. Now this session isn't set up quite the right way, so what we've got to do is we've got to change the .replit file to have a run command in it. And the easiest way to run the Java command, the assignment.java file, is to say that, and that should do it. But because we haven't actually written any code yet, it's going to say that there's no class defined in the file. Now this UI gives us access to Git, and you can see the version control stuff happening here, and you can see that there were maybe some previous commits from me when I was setting it up, and now you can see that I've modified the .replit file and I've added the file. In order to push these changes back to the repository, I need to, usually you've got to say, it's good practice to say what changes you've made or why you've made the changes. Example for the video is the reason I've made the changes. And then commit and push. Commit put the changes you've made into the Git database, which is local on the Replit server, and pushes that change back to the GitHub repository where we start. So if I can say commit and push,